We're here in backstage in Rockefeller in Oslo with David Eugene Edwards, who is the man behind Woven Hand, who are back here for, this is, you've been quite frequent visitors the last couple of years, because I saw you in John D a couple of years ago, and you've done quite a few festivals here over the last couple of years.
That's right.
So it seems that Scandinavia, but let's say Oslo, has been quite receptive to Woven Hand.
Yeah, it's taken some time. I mean, we played here for many years and kind of slowly building an audience, and we've had help. You know, I have friends that live here and that just help us with connections and
you think that's been beneficial?
And spreading the word about it.
Sure.
Yeah. And so, yeah, it's I always love to come and play. So we've had great experiences from here all the way up to Tromsø.
Yeah, you played at Tromsø, like I think this is summer before last.
Right.
How was that?
That was really fantastic.
Yeah, it's not really it's not a usual stop for even for Norwegian bands often.
Right.
So for you guys to get up there.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, we played with Patti Smith, I think. And yeah, it was a beautiful setting, of course, and yeah, it was a nice experience.
I think today is quite an interesting situation, because the last time you played in John D, which is, for those who don't know, it's two venues housed in one. John D is smaller, 400, 450, and now you're bumped up to Rockefeller. The last show sold out in advance, so it's not that surprising, but is there something for you that's quite gratifying, the fact that you see that your music, without the use of, you know, any like major media or anything like that, you've done it very much on a kind of in a very subtle way. Is it, for you, is that something that's quite important?
I mean, that's pretty much the same for us everywhere. In America, in every country, it's, you know, we don't really get played on the radio, or we get some press here and there, but mostly it's just we play live, and people talk about it, and so next time a few more people come, and a few more people come. It's pretty slow, but I'm just happy that anybody shows up in the first place, you know. So whether I'm playing at the Rockefeller or the John D or Mono or someplace even smaller, it's fine with me. It's, you know, as long as people want to hear what I have to do. And,
of course, you did lay a lot of groundwork back in the day with 16 horsepower.
Right.
And 16 horsepower actually, well, I suppose the difference perhaps was that you were signed to a major label, whereas do you think, I would think personally, Woven Hand is something that seems more at home on a more grassroots level label, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with 16 horsepower as well, we never really figured we would be on a major label. You know, we always, in our minds, it was, of course, we'll be on an independent label, and this just kind of happened out of nowhere that we were signed to A&M Records in Hollywood there, but. I mean, that only lasted for a few years, and then the company fell apart, and so 16 horsepower ended up on an independent label anyway, and but we had a great experience with that label, and the people that we worked with were really great, and so I have no, you know, like
so you don't have any
major label, you know.
No horror stories like some
not at all. They were really good to us, and you know, I don't think it matters. I think it's just the people involved. You know, smaller record companies basically work the same as bigger record companies. They just have less money.
Right.
And there's good people working there, and also not so great. No.
And to the point now, we were talking about the fact, which is important, the fact you've been building up slowly with Woven Hand, and Woven Hand, or yourself, your views, you're Christian. Is there, because I've heard reports before that the Christian music scene, let's say, there's a lot of support for bands who are seen to be as part of the whole the Christian movement. Is that something you see Woven Hand as, or?
We've never been a part of that. I mean, I know people in that world, you know. We've never really been accepted by that community.
Okay, so it's more of a personal thing than a band thing for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And is it? One thing that struck me to be quite strange is that I've noticed, or haven't noticed, any shows in the UK.
Yeah, we don't play there very often. It's,
is it a difficult market for you guys?
I mean, we have good fans there, but overall it's one of the most uncomfortable places to play in the world.
Being with the food, or?
Everything. Just the way people treat you, and it's really quite miserable. So you really have to you really have to want to go there to
Okay.
play. And
Is it that there are offers on the table for you, or you just...
yeah, we have small offers to go
Yeah.
and play, and you know, a lot of times it's just too much trouble,
Mm.
more trouble than it's worth to go there. It's a lot of bureaucracy and whatnot
Right.
to just to get over there to play, and then
Have you played there, actually?
yeah.
Okay. Has it been more like a London show, or have you actually toured in the UK?
We've played a few places outside of London. Played in Sheffield. And,
Yeah, okay, that's like that.
played a few festivals and things like that, but mainly in London.
Okay.
Mainly.
The fact that you guys are back here now, and you played, was it last night in Bergen, or is it tomorrow?
Yeah, last night.
How was that?
That was great.
Yeah, because Bergen, it's known to be a very picturesque spot.
I love it. It's one of my favorite
It's really nice,
cities.
yeah. And the show you played was Bergen Fest.
Right.
So that was, I'm not too sure what went on there. Was it a festival, a regular festival, or was it some kind of an indoor thing for you?
It was, you know, different venues, all part of the same festival, but everything
Yeah.
was inside.
Okay.
You know, I mean, Bergen's a pretty rainy place.
Yeah,
so I
it
think
was-
they have to keep things indoors there.
It makes a lot of sense, I think, yeah. So where did you play there?
We played it. I don't remember the name of the place. It's kind of the Logan Theater.
Okay, right.
Logan
And
Theatre.
the show itself, you were happy with it?
Yeah. It was. We didn't go on until 1 a.m, so I was quite tired, but it was good.
Yeah, it's all part of the game, I suppose. For you now, you're married with children, you know, and Wovenhand have been pretty active
Mhm.
on the live front these last years.
Mhm.
Is that something that you find difficult
Mhm.
to maintain,
Mhm.
to the point where you would ever considering slowing down or stopping touring, or is you have considered that, have you? Okay, and is it something that will happen?
It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, you know, we're not, you know, I don't get a lot of radio play. I don't make money that way. I have to make money by playing live.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a battle, you know, to always have to tour and be away from home, and yeah, it's been a struggle since the beginning. You know, I've been doing it for 12 years or more. Been on the road, and yeah, it's never easy. You know, I mean, we're used to it. My family is used to it. It's always kind of been that way,
Mhm.
even for my children. You know, I've always played music, and so it's part of our lives. But at the same time, it doesn't make it any easier.
No.
And the older I get, the harder it gets. And
But I suppose if you're living as you have been doing as a musician full time, then this is how you have to do it. I suppose that's what you got to do. On the other side, you're home for longer periods, right?
I am, yeah. I was just home for 5 weeks or something, you know, which is great. You know, I don't have to do anything. I just spend time with my family, and so maybe I see my family more than someone who works, you know, a regular job, 9 to 5. You know.
It's just hard being away for those extended
Yeah,
periods.
it's hard to be away, and just when you're not there and things go wrong at home, and you know, it's very stressful. But
Okay.
it's, you know, everyone has things about their job that are difficult.
Of course. How long after 16 horsepower signed did you go professional? Was that immediate?
It was immediate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when 16 horsepower